Howdy, howdy. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if I can. I've got my ghost running through my blood. Well, at least part of it. I'm working on getting more of it down there. Flowing through my system so that I can hype up my brain and my mind and see if I can get some decent work done. I want to get this fully functional today. I got 4 hours. 4 hours. 4.5. If assuming I can do it without going crazy doing it all at once. So all right, let's see what we can do. So I've got some bugaboos to work out. I have a main.go file, which I've not been using at all, but because I really didn't know how it was supposed to be used, so I did some research and determined that it could be very useful. So I'm going to try to see if I can get things functioning here again. So something is up with my... I got to get AMG Auth, and I got to get them all to build, because you can see Coach is not even implemented yet, but I do need it to be, because Coach is going to... actually, I'm trying to decide how I'm going to use Coach. Because I don't know if Coach is going to be its own service. Coach might just be a player service. But, coaches have different stats. They have less stats. There's different things that's crucial to them. So I'm thinking it might just be maybe a different kind of stat. I might even just change it from coach to staff. Because in the implementation of this game, the coach is a broader concept of the game plan and the play editor. So yes, there's extra details for the coach, but so here's my thought. Each coach card is going to come with a few of his own plays, because you don't get all the plays at once, but each coach card will come with a few distinct variations of plays that kind of go with their style of play. And what I will probably do is associate those plays to those coaches. And when they leave, they take those plays with them. Now, what does that mean to you as a player is probably that you're going to have your own playbook of plays. But, yeah, I'm thinking of stuff in my head here. I'm just dealing with some thoughts. You're like, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see the smoke coming out your ears, man. It's like, yeah, it gets a little smoky in there sometimes when my brain is working overtime. Let's continue. Let's get this thing working, and then I will explain more on how my plan is for coaches and stuff. I don't want to spend too much time on coaches right now. Coaches aren't even part of the implementation yet, so the only things that are currently live or functional in any way: game plan, playbook, the auth, which I'm working on now, and gateway. And but I'm getting some weird error that I didn't know I was getting. I'm not sure why all of a sudden these guys are. I added some functionality to this. Now I'm trying to figure out what I did to break stuff. I need to generate, I need to get a customer user ID. That's what I need to do. So, did I actually create this? Get user, generate customer user ID. Okay, so we have this. I don't know why this is showing up as cannot import go mongodb.org mongo driver bison. I have bison. Why does I know that's in here. Why does it not like it? All right, well, let's try to go build dot. Still having the same problem. Why does it need that? Is there any way you can tell what the main module PFFM simulation is seeing that requires the package PFFM simulation Mage Auth. Oh my gosh. My wife is being silly. She sent me a TikTok. I had to look. I'm sorry. I had to look. She doesn't send me TikToks very often, so it's not like it's always. But she does. I mean, she is dedicated, diehard TikToker. So the fact that she doesn't send it to me all the time is a testament to her restraint. And she knows that I'm not a big TikToker, so if she sent them to me all the time, I probably wouldn't even look at them half the time. But since she doesn't, I generally look because she finds it. And she sent me one that was a dog tipping on a bell. And it says, the Hector Salamanca of TikTok. Which, you have to know who Hector Salamanca is. It's from Breaking Bad. If you've never seen Breaking Bad, then you probably have no idea what that is. We need to check the import statements in the main.go file and other relevant things. This will help us identify any references. Step-by-step analysis. Check the main.go file. Ensure the main.go file correctly imports. Verify go on. Okay, example. Main.go. Here is an example of how the main.go file should import the AMG auth. Okay. Sure, the go mod and go work files correctly reference. Oh, maybe that's what I'm missing. Oh, maybe I am missing it in the go work. I forgot about go work. That's the problem. I'm missing it here. /AMG auth. I forgot about the go work file. Dang it. See? Yeah, that was the problem. It was just missing in the go work file. You know, sometimes AI beats around the bush on what you need. Uh-oh, what's going on? Other problems. Me. Service. Authorization service internal. Houston, we've got a problem. So there's something wrong, obviously. Oh, a lot of things turned the right color. That's good. They're no longer red. That does not explain why some of this stuff is... It's not even saying what the error is. It just said package. And this one says is not something. Is not ST. Well, that's good. I don't want... This is not an STD. It's like, what do you mean? Yeah, that's good. I don't want it to be an STD. No, it's not an STD. It's in STD, but I don't know what the heck STD is. It says package authorization internal JIT is not in STD. The JIT. Space. Okay. Now, new errors. What is it? Go source authorization service internal JIT. Internal JIT. You know, I may not actually have those installed. That's what I think that is, because I don't remember installing anything that's related to, I don't know, related to the JIT or the OAuth for that matter. Maybe I did. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I think I'm missing these files. I think it's going to tell me I need to install them. Import path should reflect the actual module structure. Given your workspace structure, it looks like AMG Auth. Service should import packages from the common directory and other internal packages correctly. Here's the updated service.go. Really? Get updates in PFFM AMG Auth internal. Okay, so let's just change that. So JIT and OAuth should be coming from the common. Main.go needs to do the same thing. Service and store. Huh. This puts actually a lot more stuff in here. Why is it looking? Main.go. Doesn't tell me which main.go that is. Is that the main.go? That might be the main.go. This one has all the stuff in it, so let's take all these. I can't imagine that being the AMG Auth main.go, because that doesn't sound right. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Okay. It's because it's calling every service. I set it up to basically shut down and start all my services, because I want all my services to be started in one place. So if I want to start it, I can just go to main.go and start it. Alright, let's see what this does. Oh shoot. Did not save it. Now we spread the rest of that ghost out for the length of time it takes me to drink this. I want to drink about half of it right away because, you know, get that flowing. Because it's got a lot of caffeine, and I'd rather get that early and then kind of spread the rest out over the course of the next few hours. Well, we got different errors, kind of. GitHub, well, GitHub, Tazion, PFFM, Mage Auth, internal. Wait, why is that? Didn't I just put these in? Could have swore I just did all these. Because that doesn't have the... That was weird. Okay, let's try that again. There. Now... I don't know what that just did, but that was weird. How come it didn't take all those files? Internal service, internal store. I don't know what those. Why some? Oh, it is shrinking them. It is undoing what I'm doing. It's like no, we're not doing that. So did it undo the one I did on AMG Auth too then? No, those are there. Huh. And this one is supposed to be in service.go. Why in service.go? I don't like that it doesn't tell you where. Oh, it's AMG Auth. It does tell you. Never mind. Service.go right here. Yep, there it is. Service.go. Not quite. The changes made to the imports in main.go were reset by the system when it saved. Pass scope files are incorrect. The import path should reflect. What do you mean they're incorrect? I'm in the I'm service.go. I'm looking at it. It looks like just like yours. GitHub, Tazion, PFFM, MJS, internal. Can you please take a look at my AMG Auth.go and then tell me what needs to change? Because the import, well, not AMG Auth.go. AMG Auth service.go, because the import files match what you are showing exactly. So that's what I hate about this Copilot. It doesn't actually look. It just says, this is what you should have there. And it says, okay, I have that. Doesn't fix. All right, now, what did you change? Verify the import paths. Check the Go mod. Ensure the Go mod file in the AMG auth. Aha, let's go look at that. Alright, so GitHub, gRPC ecosystem, gRPC gateway, v224, 03, 03, 52, 81, 51, 25. That looks like an exact match. Check the directory structure. Okay. Do I even have those? I don't even have those. Example, druidgo and auth.go. Here are the example implementations for druidgo and auth.go. I don't have a druidgo and auth.go. Is that what the problem is? Complaining that they don't exist? Because they don't exist. I didn't even know I needed those. Alright, well then let's go create them, I guess. New file. And we're going to call it, what did it say? Internal / JWT / JWT.go. And then I need another new file. And this one's going to be called OAuth / OAuth. Go. Okay. I need a druid. And we need an OAuth. Yeah, I didn't even know I needed those. Nowhere in all of my samplings did this ever tell me I needed those things when I was trying to build this stuff in the first place. So that's what happens when you use AI to build things. So I'm going to leave things out. Oh yeah, did I leave that out? Oh yeah, you need that. It's like, thank you. Thank you for considering that. Main.go, okay. So now I have to go back up. Now this one is the main.go, as I try to implement a thing that I never had implemented before. Oh, wait. Where is this main.go at? File in the AMG auth. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm going about to change stuff I'm not supposed to. It was too different. I knew something was amiss. All right, let's just take all of the imports and reset this. Okay. Now, correctly imports the service and store package. All right. All right. So those guys aren't weird colored. That's saying that they're at least compiley. But now we have those files. And now, try to save everything. Is it thinking about it? See how slow it is to save? As I sit here waiting for it to actually save my files. You know, this stuff is fun. It's interesting. I like getting it done. But here's the thing. Every now and then, too, I like to just get some UI stuff done. actually get cool stuff happening that's visual, functional. This stuff's functional, but it's happening in the background, so I see it. It's kind of fun when it all gets going. But still kind of, it's not as cool to the people that are like looking at the app from the outside. All right, what's the latest problems? I'm sure you've got something to complain about. Well, the issues have gone down. No required module provides package. Okay, so I may not even have that installed. No, that's my package. Okay. That's not a thing. Well, errors reduced. It says my service. That says AMG Auth / internal / service. Not added. And I think a lot of times the AI kind of just guesses. It is. There's times when I can get into a serious guessing battle and I'm like, no, that's not it. Go away. Okay, so I already, wait, what? Huh? Okay. Let's approach this from a different direction. Why is it looking for the store .go and service .go in an internal folder? What is the internal folder and how does AMG Auth differ from other services that requires it to have a folder? Example, service I can store to go in an internal directory. Updated me to go sure. It's not that it's not good to use the internal. I get that. I understand the logic in it, but why? What is it that's forcing my stuff to be in internal? That's why I don't get it. particular reason why AMG auth in my project should need it when game plan, playbook, game plan, playbook, for example, in the same project do not. Why is it being requested by build? Yeah, only for this service. There's something just weird going on. And I don't know why this one suddenly went a different direction. Move, I didn't even put them in there to begin with. So really all I need to do is take the internal out. That's really what it's saying. It just says, yeah, you don't... You know what's different too is why does this have to reference this? Because, like for example, main.go, why does it need those referenced? Because if I go down to game plan here, I go to main.go, not game plan, that's gateway, let's go to game plan. Game plan, main.go. All right, see, it doesn't call any of that stuff, but it has no trouble referencing these guys because they're in the same location, same package. So they don't, it doesn't reference anything. So I don't know why main.go. Why does main.go have to, main.go in AMG auth have to have imports to AMG auth service.go and AMG auth dot store.go when other services such as game plan do not have to have imports for service.go or store.go. There. Right, but how do I correct AMG auth to function the same as the other services? Game plan and playbook. That would be great, yes. Let's stop doing that nonsense, man. I don't want that. That's exactly what I just said. Go to remove direct imports and service and store packages and encapsulate the initialization logic in separate functions. Yes. Okay, so how do we do that? Still seems weird. It's still got AMG auth up here. I don't know why it's doing that. This game plan does not do that. And why does AMG auth have to have a reference to itself? Doesn't that seem really weird? Why would AMG auth have to have a reference to itself? None of these have to reference themselves. That's like not gateway here. I mean, reference is common. Is there something about my AMG auth that I'm doing weird here? Main, 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 okay. Huh. There's definitely some weirdity going on here, and it's kind of driving me bonkers. Stop it. We definitely have a problem here. I'm not referencing AMG auth, and if it has a problem with it, I'll ask, why is it making me do that? All right, so start AMG auth service. Does this have a common gateway that says start AMG auth service? Huh, gateway doesn't do that. Why doesn't gateway do that? Why is gateway different? That's all I want to know. Is why gateway different? Why is game plan different? Why is playbook different? Oh, that's gateway. Never mind. Why is playbook different? There's no service. And game plan is way the heck up here. They're basically the same, but they only have main. I mean, it could be something to do with the authorization. I'm trying to decipher why. I don't know. I feel like, all right, I'm going to swap. Let's go swap into somebody else. Let's go see what Claude has to say about all this nonsense. I know it's just preview, so we'll see. Let's see if Claude's a little smarter here. Let's give it a brand new question step here. Okay, so how can I make AMG auth service main.go service.go store.go. Function similarly to the game plan equivalent files in that they use the same relative imports and setup. I am getting build errors in AMG auth that imply different import slash file setup from services, which I try to avoid. All right, we're gonna let Claude have a shot at this. Let's see if Claude's any smarter. 3.5 Claude. Yes, let's do that. That's what I'm saying, man. I want Auth to function the same way. All right, so let's start with main.go. All right, so main.go. Obviously is different, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. I just needed to do similar stuff. Set up a graceful shutdown, servers running. Okay, so that's all just basic stuff, which is fine. And then we have, I just want to make sure it's still doing what the other one, what it's supposed to be doing. New service, new server, new store, background. Update service.go. Service.go has the auth store. So this has new auth service, but I noticed that this doesn't have the new auth service, does it? New server. No. Something a little weird there, so I'll have to ask about that. Let's go to service. Let's see what service has. All right, so service is simple here. Could be that we've got a different breakdown here. So we got API, and this one's gonna. Oh, this is totally different as well. Create user, find user email, close. Got new service, login with Google, and that pretty much looks the same functionally speaking, except we have this new service and service thing here. All right, let's see. Let's take I feel like this is better. I just feel like it's taking me in a better direction. See, look at that. It already went green. Just like that. Bam, we're green. It's like, yeah, do things the right way. Let's see what store does. That's different. So, okay. Content. database. It's not AuthDB, by the way. My database is not called AuthDB. I don't know what database it thinks it's talking to. That is not my database. I should probably put like a common database name somewhere though. New store, blah blah blah, database, DB name. Where is DB name at? This just says database DB name. What is database DB name? Oh, because it's passing it into the new store. Yeah, I need to make that common. My database should be common over the whole app. I didn't even think about that. How do I should probably put that in the common. Is there a way to reference the database name? Let's go look at the gRPC handler. Go look at that one. All right, so we got context, gRPC handler, login with OAuth, which is right there. Return auth, token, login with Google, reg provider. Okay, so this one is not considering if reg.provider not equal to Google. Frick. It obviously doesn't know. Token. That's basically everything. The only difference is I'm not looking at the request that shows the provider. And does maybe I don't have OAuth request provider in there. But let's copy this. This is a good one. Looks good to me. Look at that, and that goes green. See, when it's set up in a way that's consistent, the system like goes, yeah, that makes sense. And everything else is like, why are you doing it this way? This is not the way I expected it to work. And then it's like, okay, let's get everybody on the same page. Oh, look, it stopped being green. I guess my optimism kind of went out the window with that one. I don't know why it has log. Oh, did it take out all the logging? I did have. I did have logging in here. That's why it has. Oh no, I guess I didn't. Why does it have me put in log if log isn't one of the things it does? Because I thought log was my thing, but it's actually not. It's complaining because log doesn't actually exist. And it takes its time to go saving. Alright, well, maybe. There, now it went green. But it's not done. All of files in the main package. Organize code similar to game plan service. Import paths. Use consistent import paths like common API. Remove references to internal packages. I should probably study my lines some more today. I remember last week I was kind of slipping and a falling, man. No, I got through it, but I knew my lines. I just wasn't perfect. I need to be more perfect. More perfect. Make your Go mod file has the correct file path dependencies. All right, let's go to my Go mod. Require Golang org. All right, let's make sure that's there. And then this doesn't really talk about the rest. Replace github.com. Replace github.com tasing PFFM common. Common. Huh. Anything here that I already have? Mongo driver, gRPC, common, okay. Let's go look at my game plan. I think part of the problem was oh, they did the same thing. I copied gateway, which is totally different. And I think by doing that, I kind of caused myself some challenges, to say the least. So gateway is a different animal. The rest of them are not, because it's a gRPC gateway handling these services, so it's calling services. These services are all like, I want them to be all the same in structure and design, barring eventual needs to change it up for security or for whatever reason. I don't know what I'll need, but the idea is that my services, everything goes through the gateway, and they all kind of build themselves similarly. And then I'll probably put a gateway check, if I can, that makes sure that all of the services are blocked by a token check. So you can't do anything significant without a valid token. So that's kind of where I'm headed with that. So, but we are kind of close. Now, my question I had for the AI was, why is this different? Store. Or no, wait, is that the one I did? Yeah, no, this is the one. Go, Mongo, driver, Bison, Mongo options. Okay. This one, oh yeah, it uses a database name. Or did gRPC handler? AuthDB. That is not the name of my database, though. How does it know? Where is it putting AuthDB at? Is AuthDB something I've defined here? How does it even guess that? I don't have anything in my code that says AuthDB. Oh, I do. My main. Oh, maybe it's moving it on. Because when it goes main was the one I didn't change because I wasn't sure how I wanted to call it. Yeah, main is. So, okay, so I want. All right, so I'm on my database. So all calls to the DB should be calling the same DB name in all the services. Man, oh man, services. So perhaps the DB name should be set up as a .n variable in common folder, or is it not recommended to do that? All right, co-pilot, I'm giving you the reins. You got to tell me whether or not this is a good idea or not. Create a config package and common folder for the shared configuration. Add database configurations including DB name. Update environment variable handling. Update services to use centralized configuration. Step-by-step implementation. Create common config package. All right, let's do that. Let's commonize my database stuff, because we need to have a common approach to my database. Can't have all of my guys calling different stuff. That won't be helpful. All right, so package config. What do we call it? It is called package config. So common. See if it says at the end. Central database make it easier to change database settings across services, provides consistent database naming, follows security best practices by using environment variables, keeps configurations separate from code. Yeah, I like that. It's all good. All good. However, what's the name of the file? Because it doesn't matter? That inf variable in the common folder, or create a config package in common folder for the shared configuration. So db config, let's call it db config, or data config, or something like that. New file. We'll call it db.config. And yeah, we'll just go package config. I don't know. Is that what it is? Oh wait, is that put? Oh no. How come it's not? How come it's not pretty? It's like it should be what? Why should this config file be called? Common / db.config. I mean, I was just see maybe there's something I don't understand how that should be called. Because I did .config, it didn't like it. I mean, obviously there's something weird. It doesn't understand what I'm doing. It says, "What is this nonsense? This is not written in any language." Maybe I should call it db.go or config.go. Maybe it's config.go. Because everything in Go is something.go. Learning just application folder file structures is a thing for every kind of language. Go has its own, C# has its own with MVC, and things are similar to MVC a lot of times, where you got components and what is it, models and views. Views is like the front end, models are like the middle, and components are like the back end or something like that. It's model, view, components. And models are like the middle piece, I believe, and components like talk to the back end. But other things don't exactly go that route. I mean, they're not the same. I mean, like React has its thing. It's got components, and you often use component folders, but the structures are laid out differently, depending on if you're using Next or you're using, they have app routing and page routing, and I don't know. There's like 3 different routing kinds you can use in React, and TypeScript's got its own that's similar, I think. I don't think, well, SQL Server applications don't really have, but they do kind of like separate, at least by type, tables, procedures, functions. They all have their own folder structures as well when you're building an app. It's like everything's got its own folder structure, and it's kind of confusing sometimes. You're like, well, I'm not used to doing it this way. So I start setting it up my way, and they're like, and you start talking to AI or start looking around, you're like, this is not the way you're supposed to set this up. It's like, well, that's the way you set it up in the other apps. I don't know. It's too many things. Unity's probably got its own, even though that's technically C#. Well, when you're doing the code part. But I'm sure Unity's got its own file structure, plot, and plan. Did it answer my question? No, it didn't even answer my question. Hello? Still says generating. It's totally confused. It's like, what is this db.config thing you're doing? Did I hit like a new limit? It's supposed to be unlimited limit, but maybe I broke it. I went over the limit of the. I went over the unlimited limit. It's like, yeah, I don't know what you're doing, man. It says generating. Hello? Are we still trying, or what? What happened here? Remove request. All right, let's stop that one. Let's try this again. What should the config file be named? Common /db.config or common /config.go? All right, that's the problem. It should be config.go. And you're like, you should know this stuff. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Look, man, I've been programming in Go for a grand total of less than a month. I think I'm currently just about to hit a month, 3.5 weeks. So, no, I shouldn't know how everything goes in Go yet. How Go goes. It's like, just saying. In 2 months, maybe. In 3 months, I'll probably still be wondering what certain things need to be done. Because it's like, I'm still getting this nonsense. All right. Create environment file for template. All right, I already have an end file. But I shouldn't. I don't know what else I have in there. This is not secure stuff, but that might be. So let's move this off screen just for the env. I like my env. I'm trying to be good with how my env is made. I don't even have a. I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to say it. I've changed my mind. I'm not going to say it. I don't even have that thing of the thing that it mentions. I know it's local, but one of these days it's not going to be local. And I'm going to want to make sure that I lock this puppy down. And now you're like, well, now I know what you're talking about. It's like, yikes. Maybe I should just do that right away. And that's true. I should probably just do that right away. And actually implement one. Let's yeah. 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 Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we're gonna go first of all, I don't even know how to do this. It's like I'm looking at it going, you know what? I have no idea how to add. Now, I may not actually have an initialized database at the moment, but wait, I have Mongo installed, right? There it is, yeah. Oh, that's right, because my Mongo for some reason hasn't been starting on its own. I don't know what's going on with that. I gotta ask Google, or not Google, ask any AI. It's like, why is my Mongo not auto starting? It's set up as a service. I have it in there, and it says automatic. Maybe this will explain it to me. Nope. All right, so I'm pretty sure it has something to do with my services. I could have swore I thought it was started. It might say automatic, but not started. But automatic should mean it should start, right? That's how automatic means. It does it on its own. Means I don't have to do nothing for it. MongoDB says automatic, but it does not say running. And then I go start, and then bam, everything works. But I don't understand why. What'd you bring me?
Somebody brought mini carrot cakes.
Yes, I'm streaming, but that's alright. Oh. What? So see me kiss you? So what? It's okay. It's not like we're doing anything untoward. Alright. Let's see. Cupcake. What was the occasion?
Just somebody brought them.
Pretty tasty. They like store-bought or homemade or?
Homemade.
Wow.
Yeah.
These are really mini for homemade, man. They went really mini. I've seen minis, but usually they're bigger than this.
Yeah.
All right, something is up. Let's see what could be going on here. Because that's the problem. My MongoDB is not starting up on its own. And I don't know why. So let's ask the professionals. the AI professionals. Let's start with the free AIs. I don't want to do it within I guess I could do it within Copilot, but I have a string of logic going on there. It has nothing to do with this. So kind of like I'm off topic. So let's go talk to someone else off topic. Getting an error when my MongoDB service tries to start. Windows could not start the MongoDB server. MongoDB service on local computer dot error 1067. The process terminated unexpectedly. I'm sorry to hear you're having trouble. I will say this. The AIs that are external from Copilot, they talk to you more familiarly. They say things like, oh yeah, sorry, good question, or oops, I messed that up, or blah, blah, blah. You know, it says extra things. Copilot on the, like the GitHub Copilot does none of that. It just answers the question. No fluff. You don't get any fluff. Sometimes I kind of miss the fluff. I don't know why. It's kind of nice talking to the computer like it actually talks, like it's a thing. The log files are usually located in the logs directory of your MongoDB installation folder, which is where? Okay, so let's go to my MongoDB installation folder. A little bit of an off track, but hey, I got to get my database functioning. And you know, this isn't a normal thing. So we'll go to C, program files, MongoDB, Mongo, and then we got server 8.0 log. What is today? 116. All right. Sure, open a notepad. Why not? What is your problem, Mongo? Yikes. There's a lot of gunk in there. All right, let's do it. Error, namespace, config.system does not exist. Config.system.sessions does not exist. Okay. Anything else? Code name, host unreachable. Caused by connection reset by peer. Fail to check socket connectivity. I wonder if I just need to do a refresh, a reinstall. Failed to check socket connectivity. How to fail to check socket connectivity? What is today? That was 1.6. What are we looking at today? 1.16. All right. Immediate exit due to unhandled exception. Fail to open mini dump file. Frame, attribute, kernel. No, it's fired. Tiger Factory. Mongo storage. Alright. Let's try Try starting MongoDB as administrator. Right-click on the MongoDB server in the services panel and select Run as administrator. All right, try that. I don't have that option. No run as administrator. What is it? Try starting MongoDB service as an administrator. Right-click on the MongoDB service in the services panel. I can't right-click. Huh, that's not a thing. Check configuration file. Ensure that your MongoDB.co configuration file is correctly set up and does not contain any valid entries. You can set it directly with your MongoDB installation folder. Reinstall MongoDB. That's where I'm headed, man, because I have no idea what this stuff is. If you've tried these steps, I may just reinstall MongoDB. I don't know, something's out of whack. That's all I have to say. And I feel like, I don't know why it's out of whack, but it could be related to something I did in my server when I was disconnecting stuff. Is MongoDB in here? Windows, team, Windows, game, 4K, MongoDB. You know, I don't remember even having this thing. I feel like I mean, it's fine, I guess. I don't know. I think I may have installed that as an extra thing just so I can edit it. MongoDB Compass. I think Compass was an extra thing. I'm kind of thinking it. Yeah, I don't know. Something is definitely amiss. Repair. Go over repair, because that should just check the files, right? Tell me if there's anything wrong with them. Something's out of place, something's not set right. Ugly. So if you want to help, one thing you can do, I mean, you may not want to help, I don't know. But if you want to help me grow my channel a little bit, as you know, I don't have very many followers on this channel. It's because it's a brand new channel, so I've been going for a couple of weeks, but I could sure use the growth of getting it back up similarly to the pace of growth it was getting when it was sitting at 100 and some, where I was getting several new followers a month, actually like 10 to 15 to 20, even from programming. But I moved over to here so I could centralize and have all my programming here, but now it doesn't have any viewability. So I'm saying, if you feel so inclined as to try to assist in that process, what you can do is when you see me go live, open it up, even if you don't have time to watch. Open it up and put it in the background. Don't mute the stream, but you can mute the tab. Because I've heard that if you mute the stream, like from the little mute button on the screen, they can tell you did that and it doesn't count. But if you mute the tab, they don't know you did that, and it'll count as views, and the more views it has, the higher it goes up. So even if it's just 2 or 3 or 4, if all 4 of the people currently supporting my stream and subscription did that, that would put, give me 4 or so people viewing it. And that would actually move me up enough, possibly, to get another 1 or 2 or 3 possibly viewers who might do the same thing, subscribe. So yeah, it's kind of a hack for me, but I appreciate it if you can do that. Just kind of, if you see me running live, and mostly it's on YouTube. Twitch, I know Twitch viewers, I appreciate your viewing, but I have one channel over there that does all of my stuff, gaming and programming, because stuff just falls off there anyway, so there's no history. The whole point of having them split on YouTube is so that my programming history is separate from all my gaming history. I've only got 2 months of stuff on Twitch, so the history is kind of changey. I do need to set my schedule a little bit better on Twitch. I apologize for that. I am going to do that. Generally, the rule is for my schedule is, at least for right now, Monday through Friday, generally 2 to 6, I'm programming. That's the time range. If it's 2 to 6, I'm probably programming. I try to start by 2 in the afternoon. In the mornings, it's a little bit more erratic, but it's still also programming. So it'll be on the Twitch channel. So I'm generally starting 8:30 or 9 is the goal, and then I work until 10:30 to 11, depending on how it goes. Because then I go and DoorDash. Except on Friday. Fridays, I actually don't DoorDash, so I will be doing just working. But I may have to take an hour break or something just to, gather my brain. Take a little, you got to redirect every now and then just to give yourself a little bit of a refresh. But I'll usually get back to it by 1. So that's kind of my schedule. On Fridays and Saturdays, my schedule is generally after 5 o'clock. Any streaming I do on Friday will be gaming. So I'll be on a Active Mind Games. Active Mind Gamer? Jeez. I got too many Active Minds. Active Minds Games is my company, my personal business. It's my personal business, man. No, I mean, it's my business that I sell the X-Case and the Mage Cage through. And if you want to support, you can check those out. If you like miniatures, you can always buy some miniatures cases. Mage Cages, they're awesome. People love them. I tell you, they're great. We got bases for them. You can put your small collectibles inside of them. They're great for D&D minis and Warhammer minis, things that are typically smaller than, I think, 40 millimeters. The Mage Cages are great for. They're expandable, transportable. They connect to each other. They create cases. They're all accessible all the time, just through their opening doors, front opening doors that are clear, so you can see all your minis. They have mounting holes in the back, so you could screw them into the wall and then just snap units underneath. They're great, I promise. Check them out. Active Minds Games on Instagram and YouTube is a good place to look for them, and to buy them at AM Games Direct. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, back to work. So yeah, let's see how this went. Did it fix? I don't know. That's not anything. Well, it ran. It didn't actually show me any new. Didn't show me no new dialogues or anything. I'm just like, okay, I guess it's done. I got it to run the other day, I think. All right, so let's go add new connection. Save and connect. Ah, see? This is weird. Why is it doing that? Econ refused. How do I form my connection string? This is also an error shown by Mongo when I attempt to connect. MongoDB is not listening on the specified address on port. Here are a few steps. Check MongoDB service status. Ensure that the MongoDB service is running. You can check this by running the following command. Well, I already know it's not because I can't get it to start. It's being dumb, man. It don't like me. Let's see, let's try that. Maybe it'll work now because I did a rebuild, reinstall. halfway. Oh, we're still plugging away. Maybe. Nope. It stumbled. Crashed into the wall. Dang McNabbit Schnoobers. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's go try one of the professionals. Sorry, Copilot. I don't think you know my answer here. Let's go give one of the big boss AIs an opportunity to answer this question. You know, the big brothers, not the little brothers. Let's do a new question. All right. For some reason, my MongoDB service refuses to start. Keeps getting error 1067 terminated unexpectedly. Any ideas? Net stops. In the meantime, you can try these quick fixes. I don't think that's going to do anything. But let's go up to command prompt. We'll even run it as administrator because that makes me feel strong and powerful. Oh gosh, I don't know that it actually does. But all right, net stop MongoDB. Not started. Yeah, I know. Hey, Claude told me to do it. Alright. Delete the lock file if it exists. Okay, let's do that. Do I have to be in a specific place for that? Alright. That means I have to go see. I don't think it exists, but can't be for a lack of trying. So let's go to let's go to C drive. And then we'll go to C:\program files. You know what it could be is I may have tried to install this on a different server, like somewhere else. Like, oh no, it's right here. But no, I still think I tried to put it somewhere else. Like it's like I tried to put it over here, and it may have blown up because I tried to put it on a remote server or a hard drive. I don't know. That's not MongoDB, by the way. MongoDB server version data MongoDB.lock. There it is, MongoD.lock. Alright, we'll delete that. Oh, it's because it that's why it didn't work. I was using this version. Alright, let's see what that does. Maybe there's something weird about the way that was working. So, can we start it now? Because I got rid of the lock file. Sometimes just getting rid of a broken lock file could be holding things up. Nope, didn't work. Sad day. Okay, what's next? What else do you suggest, man? Because that didn't work. Well, tried that. Didn't work. Same error. Deeper troubleshooting. I'll check for a few specific things. Verify your data directory permissions. Right, I don't know what iCaclus is, but we'll try that one. But this one has to be, I believe it's 8.0, is that what it said? Make sure network services and your user account have full control. Well, I'm an administrator, so that's full control. Full. Nope. Administrators. Full. Yep. Make sure check if the MongoDB port is already in use. All right. That would be weird, because what would we use in it? Net start dash no find str 27017. Huh? Weird. Command prompt. There's not recognize. That's oh, net stat. Oh, haha. Yeah, no wonder, because that doesn't exist. If something using the port, you'll need to stop that. Well, that's that, and didn't return anything. And then I gotta go all the way back here and go 8.0. All the way back here. Go 8.0. Also check your MongoDB CFG file is properly formatted. I don't have a CFG file apparently. MongoDB server 8.0. Let's see. MongoDB.cfg is supposed to be in the server 8.0. Should be right here. Server 8.0, right? Server 8.0, MongoDB.cfg. Also, I don't have a MongoDB.cfg. MongoDB.cfg. Really? That's the issue? I do have a bin and a data. Create the file called MongoDB CFG. Okay. New folder? No, I want a new file. New. Wait, why? Why is it not letting me do a file? New. What the heck? New. What's the snitch nibbits? Why can't I create a file? Alright, let's go over here then. New text document. We're gonna call this one. Oh, yeah, that's gonna do that. Mongo D. Mongo D or Mongo? It's Mongo D. Mongo D. Okay. And it's supposed to be Mongo D .cfg. But for now, we'll just do that. And then I'm gonna go back here. Why would I be missing this? I don't know. I'm gonna open that up. And Notepad. Seems like the kind of thing it should have created, but yeah. And we're just gonna save that. Let's see, what do I, oh, nope, this has to be 8.0. 8.0. Oops. And then we will take this guy and oops, and drop it right in there. Continue. All right, we'll see if that works. Thinking about it, it's probably doing the same thing that when I try to run the service would do. Nope, same error. Well, alright, we'll go to log. This is the mongodb.log. Well, I'm just gonna give it to him. I'm just gonna say, you want a log file? Here's a log file. This is the log. Oh, are you serious? All right. Let's take that out. And we'll open it up. And we're going to go all the way to the bottom because I know that's where the 16th is. What time is it? 3:50. So what was that? 15 something or other time-wise? Man, there's a lot of junk put in there. 15:50. This is just what happened in the last few minutes, man. Jeez. Alright, I don't want 15:17 or 15:18. 15:50 should be good enough. Before this last. The error is occurring in the snappy compression decompression system, specifically a decompression error that's happening when MongoDB tries to read its data files. This is typically caused by data file corruption. First, back up your data. I don't care about my data. I don't. I really don't. There's no data that's in there that matters. And there's no net stopping it because it doesn't exist. All right, let's copy this. We're gonna go. I mean, literally, my data is being created on the fly, so I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna go back here. 8.0. Wait, what? Oh. That's not supposed to be. Well, it didn't complain, so I'll assume it did something. Make sure MongoDB service has full permissions. All right. Try starting MongoDB service again. So the issue was, well, it thinks the issue is, I don't think it's a matter of, can I do both of these at once? I mean, we'll do it. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Oops. Eight point oh. Okay, successfully processed. Failed for none. Okay. And then I have to do, let's see, which one did I do? Grant NT authority, grant NT authority. There's two of them though. Data. Grant NT authority. NT authority. Okay, this is network service and that's system. So I need to do one for this guy. And this one is 8.0. Okay, so I think everybody's good. Let's try this again. Fingers crossed, folks. Let's start MongoDB. Drum starts. Please start, because I'm really sick and tired of this not working. It says it's starting. Is that a good thing? Did it say that before? I don't remember what it said. Victory! Got it working. All right, well, MongoDB's fixed. Hey, if you ever need that, you know what you know how to do it now. Okay. Yeah, okay. I've now got my MongoDB. Thank you, Claude. To my rescue, Mr. Claude. And I would, reading through all this, something in here, you're like reading it going, what is all this garbage? And you give it to Claude. Oh yeah, the problem's Snappy. Oh, there it is. Source, third-party Snappy dist. But then, even knowing that you got to delete that wired star file thing is still pretty obscure reference file. There's a few of these files in there, so something got corrupted in there. But happy day, we are fixed. Okay. Now we can go back to what I was doing. I don't need this. Thanks for being there for me, though. Let's see if this will connect now. Woohoo! I'm so happy. All right. I mean, there's nothing in it. that's besides the point. We'll get there. So we've now got a running Happy Camper database. As we get closer and closer to trying to actually utilize things. Okay, so now I need to actually implement a database password. Maybe I should just do that on this. Can I do that on here? Where'd it go? I closed it. Now I got to reopen it. Let's go create a cool password. So since I'm doing that, I got to probably do it smartly, right? Now let's see. How do I add database name, collection, types, additional preferences, custom cluster. Name must also be specified. A collection name must also be specified. Can I add? How do I add? Okay, I don't know. Go to admin. Admin. Collection name. All right, I don't know how to do this. Edit. Settings. Huh. All right, well, let's see if I don't know how many more Claudes I got tonight. Claude doesn't give you very many, but I might. Let's see if I can get a couple more quick questions out of him before I get kicked off. It says, "Don't talk to me anymore today. You've hit your limit of what I'm going to answer." I still got my ChatGPT uses today if I need to, for some reason, try something else, but I have a feeling my Claude... actually, I could probably just ask Copilot. Copilot probably knows. This is Microsoft Copilot. I don't know how to do this. So, again, MongoDB, I am not familiar with enough. Again, I've been working on MongoDB for about a week less than I've been working on Go. So I'm about 2 weeks of MongoDB experience. And most of it is through Go. Go is creating and multiplying and setting things up. And all I did was install it. So my experience right now with Mongo, I mean, I know what it is. It's a NoSQL database, so I know that much. And I know kind of how it's set up because I've used Cosmos DB and I've actually created and pulled stuff out of there using various select queries. But mostly that was in Azure. So I'm aware of its purposes. I just haven't done a lot with it. So, but I don't know how to add a password. How do I add a password / username to MongoDB? Enable authentication. Start the MongoDB server with the authentication enabled. Open a command prompt as an administrator and navigate to the MongoDB bin directory. Then start the MongoDB process with the .auth option. Create an administrative user. Open the MongoDB shell, Mongosh, and connect to a MongoDB server. So I have to run it with auth. How do I do that? MongoDB process, because I'm not actually oh, it says open MongoDB shell. Oh, okay. Mongosh, there it is. Connect to the MongoDB server. Okay, so enable authentication. Start MongoDB server with authentication enabled. Open a command prompt as an administrator and navigate to the MongoDB bin directory. Then start the MongoDB process with. All right, so if I disconnect this one, how do I do that? Disconnect. And then we're going to go here and. Well, maybe not. Edit connection. Advanced connection options. Authentication. Ah, username and password. Here we go. All right, it says enable authentication. Start the MongoDB server with authentication enabled. All right, I think that's what I've got here. Create administrative user. Open the MongoDB shell, Mongosh, and connect to the MongoDB server. Is it? Okay. You can't see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to figure out how to add a database password to this. Now, in theory, it's there. So switch to admin database. So we're gonna run these guys. Mongosh, Mongo. Switch to admin. Switch to the admin database. I feel like there's stuff I could just do here. Why can't I just do it here? Time series, additional preferences. Probably because I don't know what that is. Well, I guess I'll know what that is if this shows me. Oh, come on, don't be a jerk. Nope, that's not it. All right, so this is one problem with using Microsoft Copilot. It doesn't really let you copy this stuff the same way. I mean, it does, but then it doesn't. Nope. See, I can't like... Why are you being difficult? Nope, not gonna let me do it. All right. Can I do this in VS Code? I don't know. Let's see. All right, so if I were to go here, can I do a SH? Get bash. Nope. I would think that this is supposed to be Mongosh, right? See, it says Mongosh right there. But if I copy, see, like I can't even click on copy in here. Like, what the heck is going on, man? It's like, nope, you can't copy this. This is proprietary information. Alright, well, Alright. Alright, screw you. let's See? I get an attitude with AI sometimes, because AI is like, you're just stupid. I don't know what was going on there. It was misbehaving. How do I add a password / user ID to my MongoDB? Hasn't cut me off yet, but I'm guessing there's not much follow-up questions here. So I gotta make sure I... Yep, there it is. I'm out of free messages until 8 o'clock, so for 4 hours. This better be the answer I'm looking for. I knew I was on the verge of hitting my limit. Connect to MongoDB using Mongosh. Okay. Switch to the admin database and create a user administrator. What is the admin database? Is that this one? Oh, okay. This is a database within the server. Okay. All right. So switch the admin database and create a user administrator. Use admin. Create user. Can I go here? It's kind of funny. See, I don't know what a collection is. I'm gonna go. Let's open this up. And then we're gonna go taste. And we're gonna go Mongosh. YAML. Now modify your MongoDB.cfg file. Enable authentication. Add these lines to your config file. Usually. It did not give me the. It gave me the JavaScript option. It didn't give me the now to connect with authentication. So I got to stop it and start it. Security authorization enabled. See, and there's config here. See, then I have this config thing, and it tells me to put something in the config file. So I feel like I should have said, how do I do this using the MongoDB compass? That would probably be easier. Because everything wants to give me the using MongoDB or MongoDB compass compass. How do I add a user / password to my DB? Da, 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 da. Is it not going to answer me? Is it not filling it? Oh, there we go. To add a user, password MongoDB database, MongoDB, follow these steps. Open MongoDB Compass and connect. Launch MongoDB Compass. Connect to your MongoDB instance. Select your database. Once connected, select the database where you want to create the user. If you're creating a database-specific user, make sure to select the I don't need it to be a database specific, e.g. admin or your application specific database. Open the users tab. I don't have a users tab. What are you talking about? There's no users tab. Is there a users tab? I don't see no stinking users tab. All right, is there edit, view, currently I only have one connection, localhost 27017, the admin DB is empty. There is a plus symbol and the option to open the, what is it? MongoDB shell. The MongoDB shell resides there. What else do we have here? Currently, I only have one image, and the admin DB is empty. There is a plus symbol, and No user tab. Is there security? It says on the top. View, import, performance metrics, refresh database, edit connection, copy connections, favorite, duplicate. There's no security thing here, man. All right, it's gonna let me do it during the shell. Okay, so we're gonna go here. All right, run the follow. Oh wait, MongoDB shell, MongoDB compass. Click the Open MongoDB shell option in the configuration view, or use your terminal to start running Ofusho. Switch to admin database. It already says use admin. Okay, so we got that. Run the following command. All right, copy this. And I'm gonna go Control V, and then we'll say enter. Okay, 1. I guess. Okay, 1 good. I guess. If you haven't enabled authentication, you'll need to configure your MongoDB instance to require login credentials. Edit your MongoDB configuration file. MongoDB config and enable authentication. Okay. Well, I do know where that is. So there's this guy. Which, oh, it's not open no more. Why'd I close it? I gotta dig all the way back down into my program files, all the way. Guess what? It wasn't that far, but it felt like it was going to be really far away. Okay, so is it CFG then? Maybe I have it named wrong. It says the file should be called mongod.conf. Which is it, man? The other guy said it was CFG. The other AI, we won't mention Claude's name. Oh, wait. Never mind. We did already that. Did I actually add? Did I actually do that? I don't remember even adding. Oh, username and password. Okay. I created a username, and password. That's going to be secure. Probably gonna want to change that, Ken. So now that I've showed you how not to do it, the correct answer would be to do it that way. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna let that exist for a minute because that's all right. I'm gonna fix it. I want to see if it works. So gonna first see if this works. Well. It's CFG, but I don't know. Let's see what that works. We're going to go restart. Is that an option? Disconnect. Is it restart or disconnect? Restart MongoDB. Sudo system control restart MongoDB. Bash. Okay. Does that do anything? Go to my bash. I don't. Why does it keep telling me to go to different places to do all this stuff? Mongo, U username, P password. All right, let's just see if that does anything. I'll get an error or something if it doesn't work. All right, well, it did something. Can't see what it did, but it did something. Password authentication admin, current Mongosh log ID, connecting to blah blah blah, using MongoDB 804, using Mongosh. Generate these startup warnings when booting, blah blah blah. Access control is not enabled for this database. Read and write access to data and configuration is unrestricted. Alright, so let's try conf like it said. I don't think it read my conf. And we'll see if that changes anything. Sudo system control restart MongoDB. Copy. Go back here. Burgly murgly. Ah. What? In the settings app. I don't know. Did that take me where it thinks it took me? What is sudo? Enable sudo. Enable the sudo command. Running the sudo command could expose your device and personal data to security risks or harm your device. What? Really? Sudo windows can be used as potential escalation of privilege vector when enabled in certain configurations. You should make sure to be aware of the security considerations when enabling sudo command on your machine. For 3 different configuration options, the configuration can be set settings for developers. In a new window, for configuration options default, input, close, disable, input to disable. Run the elevation process. Inline normal. The normal configuration option is most similar to how sudo behaves on other operating systems. This configuration will run. You can select among these configurations from the settings. Simply pre-pan sudo to the command you want to run, and make sure, for example, to run netstack. Because sudo elevates the targeted process to run. Oh, okay, I see what it's doing. It's about getting around the run as administrator bit. You could just say sudo and it allows it to cheat. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that. Of course, I'm not sure how to get around that. I don't want to do that. So, oh, what did I do? Oops. Did I actually click it? Huh. All right, let's run it for now. I'll turn it off in a second. Ah. Oh, really? All that and it didn't even work. So I went to run it, and it goes, nope, didn't even work. It's like, I don't know what that command is. What is this nonsense you're making up? It's always something. It's always something, man. Can't we just work? Can't we just all get along? Alright, so I changed it to conf. Do I have anything in here? Still don't have. Hmm. Enable authentication. Already enabled. Alright, so let's disconnect this. And then we'll say edit connection, advanced MongoDB authentication, username and password. Let's see what happens if I do this. Username, password. That feels weird. Does it work? Disconnect and reconnect using your username. Alright, let's try this. Connecting using for Mongosh. After restarting, Mongosh returned this message. The message indicates the access control is not yet enabled on MongoDB server, even though you've created a user. This means authentication is not enforced and anyone can access. Steps to enable authentication in MongoDB. Edit the MongoDB configuration file. MongoD.conf. The location may vary. Oh, it's not conf. It's CFG, just like it was, but it's supposed to be under the bin folder. Jeez. FG. Yes. Continue. I take that. I'll stick it in the bin folder. Okay. Add the authorization setting. Yes, I did that. Restart MongoDB. Windows restart. Reconnect. Alright, we'll copy this. That's PowerShell? So it tries everything. Is it like just trying to give equal time to everything? You got the bash, you got the sh, you got the mongo. It's like, jeez. I probably have to run this in administrative mode, don't I? PowerShell. Run as administrator. All right. Stopped successfully. Net start. Starting. Started successfully. Okay. So it started, it stopped. How do I know if it's running underneath the correct authority? How do I know if it's, how do I verify? Verify authentication is enabled. In bash, type mongosh. Okay, let's go to bash. Oh, I'm in mongosh. This is mongosh. And then, what does it say? Run any command and you should see a prompt requiring authentication if it is working correctly. Use the following command to log in with credentials you created earlier. What is any command? Let's go with I don't know. Like what? Give me an idea, man. I don't know what command. Run any command. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay. What is a command? Well, not what is a command. What command is a good example? How about, I don't even have a select. I don't have a date. I don't need data. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. What command can I do without any data? It just says run any command. Try running command without authenticating. Okay. Show DBS. Fine. Let's do that one. Show DBS. Well, it showed me DBS. I don't think it was supposed to do that. So something didn't work. This time it should display the list of database without errors. Authenticate as the admin user. Switch. Show DBS. If authentication is correctly enabled, you'll see an error similar to error. Command list requires authentication. Well, that did not work. Show DBS gave me results. You know, let's go look. I'm gonna go look at this. I'm pretty sure I have that in here, so it's config. Oh, well, what the heck? I put the, I know I put that in here. I know I did. I did, I tell you. I did. I know, I'm not making it up, man. It was there. All right. Where is the, I have to add this back to it because for some reason it's not there. I tell you, it was there, man. Alright, so now we're there. We're safe. Okay, so we've got that. What the heck? File. Save. Failed to save. Insufficient permissions. Please retry as admin to retry. Oh my gosh. Fine. We'll just close you then, because I can't. I can't. Obviously can't do this here. I gotta open this up. Open. Where's my open as show more options? Open. Sheesh. Why can't I open as administrator? Oh my gosh. Alright. This is really making it, this is really trying to be difficult. You know, I should get me a notepad. What is it? Notepad plus plus? I don't think I have that on here. Notepad. Yeah. Oh, I do have Notepad plus plus. Or is it just here? Oh, I do. Oh, no, I don't. It'll take me to download it, but it's not actually on my system. I know I'm going to go use regular Notepad, but I am going to download this. Alright, so I'll go to... So I gotta go open. Notepad. Where's Notepad? Sheesh. Notepad. Run as administrator. There you go. Let's see. Now, paste this bogus stuff in here. Oh, it's there. Okay, so it does say security authorization enabled. So now I can hit save, right? File, save. I think. Not sure. Let's note that the thing is, I'm not sure I actually was looking at the right file. That could have been some other version of the CFG file. So I'm going to close these. Close what's in here, and then open the one I expect. I'm going to open. Oh, file. Open. Oh, because there's no text documents. I need all of them. I need this one. Yeah, it says authorization enabled. That's the right one. All right, so now, in theory, we should be good. We should be good. Let's try and run it again. What? You're sure it's safe? Okay. What? All right. You know what Notepad, that little symbol reminds me of? I don't even know if it still exists. Toad? It was basically an Oracle. It was Oracle's version of SSMS. Does Toad still exist? I don't know. It was so long ago that I used it. It was forever ago. I don't know if they came out with their own thing. Is it still called Toad? Total Oracle Admin. I don't know. I'm just making up. I have no idea what it stood for. I don't even know if it stood for anything. Total Oracle Admin Destroyer. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Dilation. Determination. All right, let's go back to my PowerShell. And we're going to try and do this again. Oh, that's right. I have to do it from this PowerShell because that PowerShell didn't want it in it. Net start, net stop. We'll do that. And then start. Now it should come up and say it started successfully. Oh my gosh. Process terminated my show. No. No. It don't like me. It don't like me. It stopped successfully, but now I'll never get it started again. What is the problem? Does it not like my... What is the... Is it my new settings for config that blew it up? All right. The only way I can tell for sure if it's config's fault, oh God, if it's config's fault, is I have to go back to Notepad. Why is Notepad not coming up as one of my most recents? I keep starting it from here, but for some reason. Now I have it. Let's use it. File, open. I'm going to open this one. And let's take this out and see if that's why it won't start. And I'll say save. And let's see if that is what's stopping me from starting. Great, it won't start again. I don't want to start anymore, man. Something went ballymahups. Path, program file, MongoD, log, program files, MongoD server, data. All right, let's close this quick. Try it one more time, just to make sure that my having it open didn't, like, you know, trip it up. Why is this? Oh. Oops. Why does it keep opening? Go away. All right, so we're getting nothing. Oh, man. It's not working, man. Why is this so hard? All I want is my MongoDB to have a password on it. Now I can't even do it. And the thing is, what's bugging me about the way AI is doing this right now is it's saying, one point you're using PowerShell, one place you're using Mongo Shell, one place you're using Bash, another place you're using command prompt. So you're using sudo. It's like, just give me the same, just use the same thing. You got YAML. Of course, that's just updating the file, but still. let's go look at my, I think there's a log. Hopefully it's not snappy again. I don't know what its problem is, but... Oh, is it plopping stuff in right now? What time is it? 43, so anything before 43. That's 16. How's the time? Alright, well, we'll go with this one. Oh, it looks like the snappy problem is going to be a problem again. Because I don't think we have any other errors here. Well, I got pulled down the rabbit hole with that, didn't I? Wow, okay, so this snappy's a problem, man. Because I had that problem before. That's not what I did last time. I just deleted the wire or whatever before. I just deleted the snappy problems. Do you remember what I did? I'd have to go look, 'cause I don't remember the command. Actually, I could probably just open up and look at this guy, but it's like one of the very first things I did. Netstop, MongoDB, copy, go back in here, paste, whack 'em, and then I think that's all I had to do. That didn't work this time. Or is there more to it? Delete. Make sure MongoDB service has full permissions. Try starting MongoDB service again. Oh, that's why it didn't work, because I didn't actually do it. Yeah. I'm going to save this command 8.0. And then I'm going to go up here and try this again. Then I'm going to go over to my OneNote, save my, it gets corrupted. I don't even know how it's getting corrupted. I mean, it's like, what did I do? I didn't do anything except try to make this thing work with authentication. That works. So, yeah, something weird's going on. Silly me trying to make my system be a little more secure. Is that even a git bash command? That's not really. System troubleshooting. We're gonna go insert new page. We're going to call this one MongoDB 1067 failed start. In admin PowerShell, run this puppy, which is supposed to be 8.0. 8.0 equals version of Mongo, and it is the time of error discovered. And then we're going to make this a child, make subpage. Just so you see what I'm doing, I like to keep a notebook. So I have this system troubleshooting. I'm going to start adding these kind of things in. So I can go, okay, MongoDB 1067 failed. This is the command you need to run. We're going to go like this and go Control B. Then I kind of explain that 8.0 is supposed to be the version. And so just in case my version changes in the future and it doesn't work, I'll like, oh, that's why. That's why, because my version changed. So if I run into that problem again in the future, I will know how to deal with it, assuming I remember that it's here in my notebook. And that's the idea. So I have a couple of different things, but a lot of my I have a few items. Like I have git bash commands. I don't think these are just setup items though. Because it's trying to remember all of the key elements. It's really kind of a pain in the rear. So many things. I mean, the thing is, I'm learning so many apps right now, and they all have their own commands, own things that you got to do. Oh look, I did it. I killed my. Well, the thing is, it's not. Oh no, this isn't. I'm not using it. I just was rereading it. Never mind. So that ran that. Now I have to go back to my notepad. Close this. And then we got to stop my MongoDB again. Now we're going to go over to my... I got to open Notepad again. Under Administrator. Gosh, it's 4:51. Dang it. I didn't get my stuff done I wanted to get done. Can I Control Z this? I'd really like to Control Z that. Alright, fine. Be that way. YAML. Let's add this puppy to my YAML. And then we'll say save. And, okay. And then we're going to close this. And now we're going to try and start it again. Let's start MongoDB. Let's see if it'll start. Okay, started. Now in theory, if everything's working, I say this with a whole lot of doubt. Oh, did that actually run? Oh my gosh. Show. It better not have ran. Maybe that was just a remembrance. Show DBS. Authentication failed! Yes! I've never been so happy to see failure in my day. Okay. Now. All right. After all that, we're going to try this again. So we've successfully failed. Now we got to try to successfully not fail. Yeah. So Now, obviously, I got to create a new user account. I mean, this username password McNuggle nonsense is not going to work. But I am doing it for the sake of just getting things functional. So now I got to remember. I don't even remember the command to how to start this thing. Well, let's go back over to my. All right, so. Yeah. Can I delete that whole command? Is that whole thing like deletable? Cancel it. No, I guess not. Oh well. All right, so got security enabled. Validate the file by running. Nope, that's not the issue. All right, open the Mongo shell without authenticating. Try to list database without one authentication. If no users are listed, create the admin user again. All right, debug steps. Verify MongoDB configuration. Blah, blah, blah. If you edit the file, make sure MongoDB was restarted. Now, I want to go to the original thing here. Steps, Mongosh, show DBS, we get an error, use admin. So we're going to go authenticate as the admin user, switch to the admin database and authenticate. All right, so we're going to go there. We'll say, oops, my highly secure admin user. I'm gonna let all of you see the password. Use admin, and we'll click there. Switch to admin database. db.auth. Close your eyes as I type username. Don't look while I type password. I hope you weren't looking. We're gonna go enter. Oh gosh, wait a minute. I thought that was the username and password I used. Now I don't even know what I used. Wait, no. What was my password? I tried to go with super simple, and now I can't. Now I can't even remember what I used. If successful, it will return 1. But it wasn't successful because I said use admin db. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna. Jeez. I just copied. Use the following command to log in with the credentials you created earlier. Username, password. That's what I did. Was it DB user password? I don't think I used DB user password. I think I used the one that Claude suggested. Claude had me doing something else. Admin user, your secure password. No, that's not the one I used. App user, another secure password. Okay, Claude had me. Okay, so maybe it was the less smart Copilot that had me do it. Okay, so I gotta go. I gotta create another user account apparently. Create a user for this database. Use my database. Switch to that database. I just want a system password. MongoDB, your user. Disconnect and reconnect your user. Compass with MongoDB shell. Here it is. Yeah, I use this. Create user. Username, password. And I did that. Run the following command to create a new user. Username, password. Huh. All right, well, let's go back here. And go admin, open mango, open the mango shell. Who doesn't like mangoes? Well, me. I'm not a big fan. You know, it's kind of funny. So it's as easy as removing that config to take the passwords off. I mean, it's easy, but it's like you can't really do that remotely, right? I mean, how do you remove a file? I mean, short of breaking into the system and knowing where to put it, and yeah, I mean, you can't just overwrite it, but still, it feels, I don't know, like, well, if I want to get into the database, I'll just delete this file. I'm gonna sneeze. So my finger's sore. Oh, you know what it's probably from? Punching. I punch hard. I mean, I try to exhaust myself punching that bag. And I try to use proper form, you know, follow through, foot twist, ankle twist, or whatever you call it. Full hip thrust. Plus, I use a little bit of karate maneuver. Okay, so when I was taught karate, and this was like in my one session, and also some various videos. When you punch, if you want your punching power to be higher, you know, it's not just punch, right? Punch, or and not just punch and hip thrust, which helps too, right? Doing the punch and the hip thrust. You know, you twist your back ankle and push into it, and you just get more. You can also get more power out of pulling back on the other arm. So as you twist, you do this. You twist, you pull back on the other arm. What that does is it accelerates the speed at which your shoulder turns. Now, you don't have to go all the way back and, you know, expose your face. Like in karate, a lot of times the punches, they fully pull back. You can, but you're going to get punched in the face. So what I do is when I'm punching, you know, you keep your hands up and it's, you know, you pull back and then you put it forward. Yes, you can still get punched, but you're going to be able to get it back in position. It's, you know, just like that. So by doing that, you accelerate the shoulder turn, which increases the power of the impact. So, just saying. If you want a way, to increase some power, a little bit more power, I think the hip thrusting thing is more effective. I mean, it's all good. You know, it all helps. And you're all about trying to accelerate that speed of the punch and get more power behind it. Now, obviously, you need to make sure your body's behind it, too. That's why I've always wondered why a hook has so much power behind it. Yes, I think it's just because it's got a wider acceleration range. See, straight on doesn't have as much acceleration, but when you're coming around the outside, it's got, you know, more centrifugal force built into it, so it's able to come in with more speed. That's the only reason I can think a hook has more power than jab, because a jab, if you do it right, has your entire body behind it, and it's straight, and there's no outside leverage required. It's not just shoulder and chest. It's your entire body just kind of locking in on the whole system. So I've always felt like, you know, a jab should be pretty powerful. A good jab is solid hits. But even so, I feel like I get a little bit more power out of my hooks. So there's no sure thing, I guess. But all right, so my authentication failed. Just switching to admin. And I was pretty sure. Let's see. The thing is, I created a user. I did. I created a user. And it was just lousy user. Disconnect and connect using your new user credentials in MongoDB Compass or the MongoDB shell. All right, so I'm in MongoDB Compass. So let's go disconnect. Let's disconnect this puppy. And let's see if it's oh, maybe that's the problem. Yeah, well, I don't know. Let's just disconnect. All right, so now we're going to go here. And we're going to go... Edit connection. Nope. Oh, let's go. Yeah, edit connection. Go to advanced. Go to authentication. It's going to be username. Look, I put in the lousy stuff. Username and password. So bad. Okay, so apparently that don't work. What? I could have swore I created it without username and password. It was my username and password. All right, so so I've locked myself out of my database. All right, so okay, so I successfully managed to make my database secure and somehow forgot my password. So I'm gonna have to create. Let's just create a real user. Now, unfortunately, the only way I gotta do this is I gotta disable my security because I only have one security, one user, and apparently I don't know what I did. I was 99% sure I used the dumb default that it gave me to start. But maybe it's like that's not valid and we're not going to accept that, but yet it accepted it as it like let me put it in, and then when I turned on authentication, it goes, well, you know we're not going to let you use a stupid password, right? I said, no, I didn't know that because you didn't tell me that. All right, so let's go back over to this and run it as administrator. Man, so many things. Okay, so we'll dump this. And yeah, whatever. And yeah, whatever. Okay, so we'll just do this. File. Save. Okay, so it should be saved, I guess, because save's gone. And then we will close that. And then we will go over to my Mongo nonsense. I'm just using this for now. And then I got to create a real password at some point. All right, so now we're connected again. All right, so we're going to go over here. We're going to go to the MongoDB shell, and we're going to say, I don't know, something. Let's take away you. I'm going to go back to you. Go back to you. Oh, you're over here. Run the following command to create a new user with username, password, and roles. Replace username and password with your desired credentials. Enable authentication. Well, no. Create user. Netstop, on gosh, admin, authenticate. Who's admin? Run the following command. Oh, geez, you can do that here? I didn't even know you could do that here. So you can just run plain old JavaScript in here? In Mongosh? We're gonna go, let's see, what do I want to call this guy? And for the passwords, don't look at my keyboard. Don't look at my keyboard while I type. And don't listen to the clicks. I know they make distinct noises, so stop it. Don't be bad. I don't even know what password to use. I should come up with a secure system password. That would be good, huh? It's like, ooh, that's a thought. Be secure. But it's got to be something I can remember, because I don't want to have to keep looking it up, because I don't remember what I put in for a password. Oh, I'm supposed to. It's just, I only saw the part of the text that's, you know. All right, so password. Let's go with something. I don't know, man. Oh, you know what? I should probably put some kind of weird symbol in there, huh? What's a good weird symbol? Don't want to use a bang. Everybody uses a bang. I don't know. Sure. I'll probably never remember it. I should probably write this down. I'll have to lock this down in my secret location of stuff. Secure system info. That's going to be what I call it, just so everybody knows exactly where to go if they happen to get a hold of my my OneNote. Probably won't help much because it's password protected, but still, it's a thing. Or at least I think it's password. Can I not password protect here in? Well, this is the local. Why can't I do this? System. Well, I'm pretty sure I could. Oh, do I have to do it at the section level? No. Huh. Well, holy McFarlands. How do I... Huh. Insert? No. Symbol recording? No. No. History? Review? Password, there it is. Alright, so I'm going to show you this. New tip for today. If you're using whatever version of OneNote this is OneNote for Windows, I believe. And it may be the latest version, but the way, in case you don't know, you can add passwords to pages. And the way you would do that is apparently you go to Review and you click Password. And then you can say Set Password. And then you just type in something. Like, I don't know. If you lose or forget this, you're in deep duty. So don't lose or forget it. Lock it away somewhere else that's safe. That's fine, because this page doesn't have anything in it. I don't care. There's nothing in it, so it's empty at the moment. It's not like I'm securing it after the fact. All right, so all right, that is not what I wrote. This is all I want. Can you not? Oh, that is just, that is dumb. Oh, apparently you cannot copy from Mongosh, or at least not on here. Which is going to be fun. Whoa, that's not big. What are you doing? MongoDB admin user 1. Hey, all right, there we go. I have to do that one off screen. Sorry all for hiding what I'm doing because, you know, security. So there's got to be, I got to be a little secure. Gotta make a, you know, I can't let the world know everything I'm doing, right? Now, what do I do now? So, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go over here and I gotta go to my common. And I got my .env. I got to add some .env parts, you know, to be, again, to make it look like I'm trying to be secure. So let's see, this guy is my gonna go in config.go, and then my env. Let's see, we gotta go, do I have a, I thought I had stuff in my root, in my common env already, but apparently not. We're gonna take these guys. Actually, we're gonna take all of these guys. We're going to put them in the common env instead. I know this is a little off-screeny, I know, but, you know, again, security. Only so much I can't stream everything. Gotta have a little mystery in our lives, my friends. You know, I don't even know if my database has a name. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I should probably, I don't know. Oh, that's why, because I don't actually have a name. That's right. But I don't want to have a default name because that would be silly. It's like, well, if I put the default name in, that's kind of defeating the whole point. All right, so we're going to go, yeah, we got Mongo username. Okay, so the username. I gotta go back over here because we'll say create. Did I actually run this? I don't even think I ran this. I should probably run it. Not authorized on test, execute command. What? Create user. Wait, what? What is the problem? Alright, so I'm having a little bit of an issue here. Why? Doesn't that work? Alright, I'll try disconnect, connect. Now, wait, disconnect. And we're going to go here and we're going to say edit connection. I don't have anything in here right now, right? No, so it says save and connect. And we open Mongo. I say use admin. Something is amiss. I'm already using my new password. Okay, so now I think we worked. Now I think we worked. So Now I think it's created. Now I'm going to go see if I can actually disconnect. And then we go to edit connection, and we're going to go to this authentication, and we're going to go here, and we're going to go this thing. Okay, I think I think we are set up now. We think. And I say that with a really big question mark. I'm curious, since I set it up there, did this actually open, did this actually create with the flag on there? Did it create its own flag is what I'm curious about here. It did not. Okay, so we are going to add, yeah, that's apparently that's how I enabled it there. And I shouldn't have permissions under normal scenarios, but let's go ahead and open up this guy, or save this guy, with the command that it says I need for password check. And now this time I actually have a user password. I know I do, or at least I think I do, because I actually used it to start the database in the Mongo Compass, and it said okay. Now that is assuming, of course, that it can do that without this config file. So we're going to actually go create the config file now, which is putting this guy in the database. Right. Just in case it cares about spacings. They do tend to do that. Oops, nope. Come on. Nope. Apparently I need to do double. There we go. That lines up. Okay. I don't know if it matters, but I'm gonna make sure. Alright, so that should have it. So if I close this and then reopen it, open with another app. No, I don't want that. I want you to give me one of my local apps. Oh, there it is. Edit with Notepad++. Here we go. Yep, there it is. Enabled. Okay, so we got it there. Now, that, along with this, now I should be able to go here and attempt. Now I got to do this off page because now I'm using a real password. So we're going to try this up here. We're going to go, man, I think I'm going to copy paste this somewhere because I don't want to remember this. I took a screenshot of it. I know it that far. I just don't want to. Yeah. All right. What do I need here? Oh, it's colon. No, it's... Nope. Actually, I guess it's fine. Except it's complaining because I'm probably doing something syntactically wrong. So let's go see. What other? Oh, I gotta quote them. Quote them, man. Just quote them. Quote them. Where'd my M file go? Comment. And this guy has to be quoted. All right. I am taking out all of this nonsense because, oh man, I keep doing that. I keep trying to edit the text that's showing in the config file or in the AI. Which of course is wrong. Something's weird here. I hate doing all this stuff offline because, you know, off screen, because you can't see anything I'm doing. But I'm working with the security parts. I can't help it. So I apologize if anybody sees this. I will be, and I try to show whatever comes up that's, you know, possibly important. But yeah, I have to do it this way. So go. Where is my end.go? No, I don't. I know you have unlimited ChatGPT, GPT-4. Anybody have any idea what the other ones are for? Like 1.0 and Mini 1.0? Oh, wait. Oh, what did I do? Oh. I created an m.go and I put it in m.go because there's an m.go piece, but you know, Ken, wake up, smell that chickens, man. Just .env. That's what the problem is. I did not put them in the right. There's a .env and an m.go, and I don't know what I'm doing with the m.go, to be honest. I don't know what the m.go is supposed to do, but yeah. Why is this in here? Don't really like that. Yeah, I know. All right, so this is called .get-env, which is more commonly used. Yeah, I know. Okay, so yeah, so now I got to delete all this. Because it put my password in here. It's like, no, don't put that in there. Now I got to delete my whole thing. All right, let's start a new chat. It's time for a new chat anyway. You know, I've had that chat going all day long. It's time for me to clean up and move on. All right. Is it the Go formatter that's causing things to really go slow? Something has really gone. I did something that's got my saves being like doggedy McDog slow. It wasn't like that before. See? Just saying save, save, save. Oh, it finally finished it. I'm almost ready to put this back on screen. So again, I apologize for the delay here. We're going to say one more little thing here. Nope. I'm gonna have this memorized pretty soon. I mean, it is memorized. I'm gonna have it finger memorized. You know, after you've done a password for 3 months, right before they tell you to change it again, your fingers have memorized how to do it, and you're just. I'm gonna have that down pretty soon. If I keep having to do this. Perfect. Oh, whatever. Alright, so I got it. It works. Password authenticated. The world is a better place now. Well, I guess I have to... I tried to delete that, but it didn't want to go away. Alright, there it goes. Okay, yeah. So the next thing is... trying to remember where all the spots are that my database is being referenced. Because I gotta update where I gotta call my M files. Like the database name. Okay. So I at workspace I have defined variables for my MongoDB and applied authentication, requiring a username and password. The variables are defined in .env in the common folder. Can you please help me find and apply these variables everywhere that I need to in the services within this application. Let's see here. Let's see if it's able to find all my references to my Mongo database. Because I'm pretty sure I made some spots that I don't know all the places that I referenced it. First, modify config.go to ensure it's being used. I'll help you apply the MongoDB credentials from your .env file across the services. Here's what needs to be updated. All right, so my config.go, which is in the common, which is this guy, I have all this, which, by the way, I need to take all this crap out because that's not applied. I'm not going to have defaults here. I don't need it. Because, I mean, unless my variables don't work, but that's a whole nother problem. So, and it put, for some reason, it decided to reorder and put my username and password at the top, which I guess is good because you probably need those before you can use these. So the logic order is you're going to need these before you can do anything with those. So I guess that makes sense. It's not, I don't think it makes any functional difference because you're not going to call it right away. And that's the 4 of them. Oddly enough, username, password, URI name. Okay, so I don't know why it changed that, but whatever. First, modify config.go to ensure it's being used. Is it because of the way the other systems are referencing it? Main.go, AMG auth. Okay, so AMG auth has a main.go, which is up here. And it needs config.name here. Main. TV. DB config. Oh wait, what? Apparently I didn't get the whole thing. Okay, so we got DB config. We have to define it, which is going to be basically at the top. We have to get the client options. And then we need to do a client check, which is kind of what it's doing. Client, ER, Mongo Connect, context, background, client options. Okay, so we're already doing that. But what did I do here? Did I do this twice? Oh. I don't know what I just did. Main. Don't know what I just did, but let's fix that. And that one has to go away. Sheesh. I think what it was it had already part of it. And interestingly enough, though, I don't know how is it setting that. Where did it set the username and password and all that? It has client options here, dbconfig.uri, but where's the definition of that? Store.go. Is that store.go in here? Yep, store.go. Oh, because I have to define client options. That's probably what it's going to do. Client options will get it. So we got client options in new store. Is it the first new store? No. Wait, there is only one new store. DB config, DB name. Oh, so now it's passing instead of. Why did it take out the counter collection? God, I hate when it does stuff like that. Why did you remove the counter call collection? Name counter collection name string parameters from the new store function. New store function in store.go. Yeah, this is why you can't trust. Don't just trust AI. AI will do dumb things, and if you see, that's why you got to check every line. I reiterate this every time I see this happen. Check every line. Make sure you're sure that because it will break your stuff if you let it. But now it didn't use the config. It's like, I don't mind the config. I just don't think I should have removed. Oh, man. So I think what I need, I'm going to do it this way. All right, so I think this is fine. I just think this needs to be instead of this. There we go. And then I'm going to use this, but all right, so we need client options needs to be and did it put it didn't yeah, this was I don't know, did it define it later? Huh. Alright, so we got a collection users and counters. Collection and counter collection. Collection, counter collection. Is it because, oh no, database, I could just go dbconfig.name. dbconfig.name. .name. Same thing here. Got dbconfig.name. That should give me that. So I got the URI from that, dbconfig.name from that. And beyond that, we should have everything we need. Collection, 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 count. Okay, that's all it did. Okay, so now main.go, which one is this? That's just main.go. The main.go, which is way down here. This guy I didn't even know he talked to the database. Start service with the database config. AMG auth. Oh, okay. So we got start AMG service, CTX, AMG auth ADDR, and instead of Mongo URI, we're going to use dbconfig URI. Which probably should be all of these, because apparently it didn't bother to tell me that it has it 3 times. Why not? Why would you need that every time? I don't know. Because it's all a database connection? So, yeah, it didn't really do what I wanted it to. I said, hey, help me find all the places that need this. And it goes, well, you could try this one, and maybe that one, and then perhaps that one. Leave the other ones alone and see what happens. I'm like, no, I don't want to just leave the other ones alone. Can we just like not break everything? I mean, it doesn't even. All right, common is probably supposed to have this, but for some reason we're having a compile error. Because of course. What is all this, man? Power. Oh, this is all old crapatooly. I could probably delete it. Let's just type clear. Keep my stuff clear. Okay. 5:50. Got 10 minutes-ish. 10 minutes-ish. And I say that because, I don't know, I might have 40 minutes-ish. So, yeah. All right, so we got... Oh, did it magically fix itself? Oh yeah, all the saves. No, it didn't. I thought it magically fixed itself. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'm gonna take a break, but I'll be back early because my wife wants to watch TV early, so she can go to bed early, which means I will be back for part 3 of today's efforts, or dot 2, which is 3, because I don't do a dot for the first one. It's probably a good idea. I can go get some food in my system and be ready and be fresh as I try to get this nonsense worked out. So always, it's again, this is all infrastructure. It's almost like game tech debt. You know, you got to get all these parts in place so that you can just go and not have all these pieces everywhere. But until